Hey, it's time for TV Skywriter. Greetings, everybody. Welcome to TV Skywriter. And today I have a local guest, Dr. Terry Morris, and standing next to her is her daughter, Karissa. And Terry Morris is from Vets to Vets United, a wonderful nonprofit that matches dogs to military veterans. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. I can tell there's a little delay, but I hope it works out. So how are you today?
We are doing wonderful, and we are so excited to be on your show today. And we just want to thank you so much for supporting us to help us to get the word out about the wonderful work that we're doing here in Durham, North Carolina and beyond to help veterans and to save pups.
So how does this work? I understand. I mean, I've heard of it before, we're veterans. And also I've heard of people like with autism, and somehow these dogs are able to work with them. How do you even train dogs to work with veterans? I know they have very special problems sometimes.
Yes. So each dog is individually trained to mitigate the disability of the veteran. So, for example, if a veteran has suffered a spinal injury and is not able to retrieve things, like if they drop their car keys or if they drop anything, then we train them to retrieve things for them. If they're unable to open and close doors, we train them to do that, turn on and off light switches. Sometimes it's an issue in a crowd with having someone to come up a little bit too close. So we can train the dog how to put a barrier between the one that's approaching them and the veteran. We can teach them to open refrigerator, get a drink out, close it. And this is just in case for some people that may have diabetes, they may need a high sweet drink. And they may not, if their blood sugar goes too low, may not be able to get up and get that drink. So we can teach the dog how to retrieve that for them.
Wow.
So there are lots of things that we can teach these animals to do as far as anxiety is concerned, teaching them how to wake a person up if they're having nightmares at night.
Wow.
Or before they reach a threshold, to teach them techniques to use with their dog to calm them down so they never reach that threshold. For example, loud noises are an issue. So when some people experience loud noise, they may reflect back to war times. So we can teach them how to use relaxation techniques in order to keep them from getting beyond that threshold before they reach it. Those are just some things.
I'm curious, where do these dogs come from? Do you buy them or what?
No, we actually do not buy any dogs. We make sure that all of our dogs are rescues. North Carolina has the highest euthanasia rate in the whole country. And a lot of these animals, it's due to overpopulation in the shelters. So these animals come in and they are perfectly healthy. A lot of them may not be so healthy, but may need minimal treatment in order to get back on their feet. But they're perfectly well balanced in order to be trained for our program. So we do temperament test each dog to make sure that we can screen out maybe some major issues that we don't feel like we can handle. And then once we pass that temperament test, then we invite the veteran and family. This is not just a veteran thing. If you're by yourself, then it is just a veteran thing. But a lot of times these issues that the veterans are coming back with affect the whole family. So we invite the whole family in and we find out how the dog interacts with the veteran, how the veteran interacts with the dog and the family. And if we can get through that point, then we invite the veteran to come to training. So they have to come to training for a minimum of 7 months, twice a week.
Wow.
And we can assure that we can at least get basic obedience done then. It can take up to 2 years to actually get a dog fully trained to become a service dog. So it's a long, hard process. It's not easy. And the veterans that are in our program now are really committed to making this work.
That's amazing that you can take a shelter dog. I thought they'd have to be a certain breed. And you know how police dogs are very often German Shepherds. So they make you think that only certain dogs can do certain things.
No, a lot of times there's no breed discrimination. These dogs, no matter how small or how large, depending on what service that they need to provide for that veteran, can provide that service for them. And we also actually are training our dogs for therapy dog registration through pet partners. One of the things we would like to do is to have veterans visit other veterans who are in hospital units or in hospice. A lot of the veterans are requesting other veterans to come and talk to them. And if you walk in, not only with, the veteran walks in with a dog, it can really brighten up the day of another veteran.
So it's not a simple matter of somebody writing down everything he needs, you taking the order and delivering a trained dog. They have to train with the dog.
Yes, and that is part of building a bond. We feel like that it's really hard for an animal to be trained for maybe 2 years. That's average, about 2 years. And then to have a person to come in and expect to learn 2 years worth of training, in a few weeks, and then also establish a bond with the dog. So we feel like the bonding actually takes place as the veteran is learning how to train its own dog for service. Wow. And the healing actually takes place before training even starts. So you can take a dog from a shelter and place it with a veteran who may be alone, who may be estranged from family and friends. And the healing starts right there. You have another spirit that gives unconditional love, no matter what, without any training. And then, companionship. And then that bond grows as they learn how to train their dog. And there's a trust that's built between the dog and the veteran.
That's wonderful. Does the veteran name the dog? I think that's kind of important.
Yes, they do, actually. So each dog already has a name that the shelter or rescue has given it. However, it is very easy to transition that name onto a name that the veteran would like to have for that dog. So yes, each veteran gets to name their own dog.
Let me give you a situation. Okay, I used to work with a lady whose husband was in the first Gulf War. I forget what it was called. Operation, I forget, Desert something.
Iraqi Freedom, Desert Storm.
It was back in the 90s. But anyway, she said that her husband came back and he was really messed up. They had little kids. They had to tiptoe for 6 months because he was really suffering from post-traumatic stress, and he didn't want to get any help. He would sleep on the floor in the living room for months until he came back to himself. So how would a dog help someone like that? I'm sure he's not the only one who is suffering like that. How would a dog handle a veteran who just jumps at every sound and is sleeping crouched, in the living room in the corner or something like that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So first of all, these issues are real. They are a serious problem, not only for the veteran, but for the whole family. Mm-hmm. And where the dog comes in is that we can actually teach the veteran how to use relaxation techniques to keep them from getting to that point, to reaching that threshold. We can also teach the dog to bring the veteran back to reality. So if you might be on the verge of having a flashback, we can teach techniques to help the veteran to actually come back to reality, to realize they're not in war anymore. They're actually here. And the dog actually can pick up on a lot of those issues that the veteran is having emotionally by itself without any training. So they can sense when a person is anxious or is having anxiety. And we can just tune that so that the dog will alert the person before they reach that threshold.
That is so important. I'm thinking if these dogs are from the shelter and they've been rescued, they might be emotionally hurt too. So I can imagine they really cling to each other, probably make really strong bonds.
Yes. So that is another issue. A lot of these animals have been abused by people. And so it really takes a lot to get these animals to trust again. And that, again, is the strength in this program, that we're only getting animals from shelters because the veteran relies on the animal also relies on the veteran, and a trust, a bond of trust has to be formed in order to even begin training. If you don't have that bond present, then training is not going to work.
Yeah.
So it's very beneficial and helpful and life-saving for both the animal and the veteran.
Okay. How did you even get into this?
Well, I actually was doing research, been doing research for many years, and just kind of got burnt out with it. And then we lost funding for the project that I was doing. And I just asked God, please, provide me with something that I can do for the rest of my life that I'm really, really passionate about. And helping animals, of course, is a passion. I'm a veterinarian. So saving animals is great. But my other huge passion, just as much as helping animals, is helping people. And I realized that in order for me to do this, then I would have to combine these two programs. And I really feel that God gave me this idea to combine these two programs to not only help animals, but also to partner them with veterans who are suffering and to help veterans. And this is a way that I could give back a talent that I had, that I could give back in a way that is different.
Wow. That's really wonderful. So Karissa, what do you do?
I'm a pharmacy technician at Duke University Hospital.
Awesome.
And I've been a pharmacy technician for about 8 years.
Do you plan to work with your mom or expand the business somehow?
Yes. So right now I'm a volunteer, an active volunteer with Vets to Vets. So in between working, whenever I have time to help them out, then I do. But whatever my mom needs or whatever, whatever she says she needs to help the business grow, that I'll be there to try to help that.
Yes. Wonderful. And in fact, on Saturday, there's going to be a huge event, right? The Emily K Center.
The Wheelchair and Rugby Showcase, yes. Second annual.
Oh, second annual. I missed last year. Oh.
Yeah, so this is the second one we had. So last year we had the Fabulous 70s. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. It's a group of women who are 70 years old and older who can still hoop it up. So they are out there playing this charity match for us, and they are fabulous. They actually did a documentary.
70 plus?
Yeah.
They had their own cheerleaders too. Didn't they have their own cheerleaders?
We actually have the Durham Divas and Dudes senior cheerleaders.
They're awesome.
That is cheering for. Yes, they are. You see them. They are amazing. So we have the Fabulous 70s. It's actually a documentary called Granny's Got Game. I don't know if you've seen that, but that documentary was done on Granny. And it is awesome. And then we have the Raleigh Sidewinders, which is a wheelchair rugby team. And if you've never seen wheelchair rugby, you should really experience this. Yes. They are amazing.
They go hard.
Yes, they do. These individuals have suffered spinal injuries. And so they are, but they are confined to a wheelchair, but still do not let that disability affect their ability to have fun and do what they want to do. So
how can they play sports if they've had spinal injuries?
They do it. They are determined.
Still work perfect.
They are determined that they are not going to let this interfere with their ability to do what they want to do in life. And it's amazing to see. You have to come out and see it. And then we have the Senior Divas and Dude cheerleading squad. Also, Dr. Louise Gooch is the head of this, actually organized this cheerleading squad. And she's a cancer survivor, and has determined that age is not going to be a limiting factor in their ability to have fun, still have fun. Awesome. And so when they're in the court cheering, it's just amazing. And you can actually Google and see performances from all of these teams on the internet, and just it's just amazing. So we hope that people will please come out.
Raffles and giveaways.
Yes, we have raffles and giveaways also at the event. So please come out and support us and support the performers who are actually doing this, just volunteering to doing this as a charity match for us.
So let me give some details. This is the Baseball and Wheelchair Rugby Showcase fundraiser for Vets to Vets United. this coming Saturday, May 21st, 2016, from 2 to 4 p.m. at the Emily K. Center, and that's at 904 West Chapel Hill Street. And I think you park behind the center. I think there's a parking lot behind the center, if I'm not mistaken. And let's see, tickets are $5.
Yes. So it's a little tricky to find the parking lot.
Remember?
Yes, it is.
Really?
$5 if you buy online.
Well, they can always call. They can call the center.
Yes. So it's $5 if you buy online, and then it's $8 if you get a ticket at the door. Okay. And the parking lot, the major parking lot, is behind the building, and we'll have parking signs so that you'll know how to get to that parking lot.
Okay. And for that price, $5, $8 at the door, even if you know if you can't make it, it's still, how can I put this? This is a fundraiser for a wonderful nonprofit. So even if you can't go, you can still get a ticket and not even go and still support you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you can. And you can actually online, if you click on our Facebook page, which takes you directly to that link, you can just give a donation. If you'd rather just give a donation and you're not able to make it, you're certainly welcome to do that.
Okay, wonderful. So you apparently have one of your puppies who actually wants to give a demonstration. Brittany?
Yes, Miss Brittany. We hope that she will do a good job so we can teach or at least show you some of the things that we're teaching our dogs to do to mitigate disabilities for our veterans. Okay. So let's see if we can get her over. And we're going to actually have to change the position of the camera so that you can see things, because we'll be moving to different parts of the area where we'll be.
No problem.
Okay, Miss Brittany. Where's Miss Brittany? Are you ready? Good girl. Okay, Brittany, sit. Good job. So this is Miss Brittany. Brittany, sit. Good, and she'll be actually doing a demonstration on some of the things that we are teaching the dogs to do to mitigate disabilities for veterans.
Now, is Brittany the dog that you found in the woods? Is that the one?
Yes. She was actually found in the woods, and she chased me and another dog I was training into a tennis court. And she was biting at the gate, and we couldn't get out for a while until she got distracted. Wow. And when we were finally able to get out, then I just asked the tennis players, who owned the dog. And they said, it's a park dog. And I said, park dog? And they said, yeah, she lives out here. And she, we try to feed her when we come play tennis, but she won't let anyone touch her. And so I just started taking food out for her, every day. And she was living in the woods. She finally got to the point where she would trust me to take food out of my hand. And then I would go back and she would be laying in that one spot where we were waiting for me to come. And I was like, oh my gosh, how long have you been waiting for me today? And then she started taking my car home. So the second time she took my car home, I just opened the door and she got in. And she actually was the first dog in our program. Wow. So she came right at the right time when we were ready to adopt our first animal.
Wonderful.
Okay, so we're going to start off in the kitchen, and we're going to show how she has been trained to open the refrigerator, get a drink out, and close the refrigerator. Okay, and then we'll move to a cabinet door where she'll retrieve an emergency kit. So, for example, if someone has emergency medicine, whether it be for insulin, for diabetes, or whatever you might need, we can teach them how to get that for you. So let's try it. We'll see what happens. Come on, Brittany. Good girl. Are you ready? Okay. Okay, right here. Good girl. Okay, are you able to see her okay?
Yes, uh-huh.
You're good. Ready? Okay, right here. Get that drink. That's it. That's it. Get it. That's it. Good girl. Get it. She's trying. Good girl. Her feet are sliding on the floor, but she'll get it. Okay, you got it. Okay. Good girl. Okay, get the drink. That's it. You got it. Good job. Get it. Get the drink. Yeah. Come on. You can do it. Brittany, right here. Good girl. Get it. Good girl. That's it. You got it? Yes. Good job. Okay. Okay. Good. You got it? She's still trying to get it. Let me just adjust it for her so she can. Okay. Got it? Okay. Bring it here. Right here. That's it. Right here, Brittany. Bring it here. Oh, good job.
Good girl.
Good girl. Very nice.
Good
So you can
girl.
see that she's training and she was struggling with that a little bit, but she was able to get it. And that's a good girl. Oh, job. Good job. Okay. The next thing we'd like to demonstrate is her retrieving an emergency kit. So we'll see if she did that. Are you ready? Okay, here. Brittany, kit. Right here. Kit. That's it. Get the kit. Oh. Uh-oh. Came off.
Thank you, Mom.
You get that kit? Bring it here. That's it. Bring it. Oh, good job.
Good girl.
So these are little props that I set up. Obviously, I did not screw this in tight enough, but
It's okay.
what happens is they'll open the cabinet and retrieve an emergency kit. Okay, let's see if we can do it. The next thing we'd like to do is to demonstrate how Brittany has been taught to remove clothing. So we'll start off with socks and shoes. Okay. Okay. This way. And she's doing a very good job of waiting until we're ready. Okay, ready? Ready? Okay, can you get my shoe? My shoe? My shoe? Sit. My shoe. Sit right here. Uh-oh. She's trying to get the sock first. Okay, let's get this shoe first. That's it. Good girl. Up.
Wow.
Here. Get this shoe. Bring it. Brittany, come on. Bring it. That's it. Got the shoe?
Got distracted.
Okay, up. Very good. Very good. That's a good girl. Okay, up. Okay, get the sock. That's it. Got it. That's it. Get it. Got it? Good. That's it. Okay. Up. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good girl. That's a good girl. Okay. Get her other shoe off. Good. Other shoe. You can get the shoe. Right here. Get it. Good girl. Up. Good job. Very nice, Brittany. Okay, off. Good. Brittany, sit. Good. Wait. Very nice. Good girl. Okay. That's good. Okay, wait. Okay, so the next thing we're going to demonstrate is how to remove a shirt. And remember, it takes a long time in order to train these dogs how to do some of these tasks.
Because you have to be careful not to actually bite you.
Yes, exactly. So it takes a lot of training to get them to fine tune it so that they're not, for example, when they're taking off your sock, they're not actually biting your foot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Brittany, here. Right here. Okay, so we'll see if this is kind of hard to take off. It doesn't have a zipper or anything, and we would not recommend that a person wear a shirt that has a zipper, that does not have a zipper, if they need to have clothing removed. But we'll see if she can actually go beyond that point and help us out with it. Ready? Help me. Right here. That's it. Good girl. Good. Got it? Okay. Get it. Help me. Okay, drop it. Good. Right here. Good. Got it? Okay. Get it. Get it. Right here. That's it. Okay, tug. That's it. Got it? Okay. Drop it. Okay. Okay. Got it? Okay. Drop it. Got it? Okay. Right here. Bring it here. Okay. Good girl. Okay.
Wow.
Bring it here.
Whoa.
Good job.
Good girl.
Good girl. Here she comes. Here she comes. That's
Amazing.
Oh, that's a good job, Brittany.
Wow.
Good girl.
Good girl.
Good. Brittany. There you go. Good. Good job.
So,
nice.
So you don't know what kind of dog it is?
She is a pit bull mix. We're not sure exactly what else she might have in her. Yeah.
What a beautiful job.
So, thank you. Okay. The next thing we want to demonstrate is we teach them to retrieve anything that is dropped on the floor. So if she see if she can help us retrieve some items. Brittany, ready? Come on. Okay. Right here. Is the lighting okay, or should I turn it on?
It's good. The camera needs to be steady, though.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So if we're walking along and we drop our cane, okay, bring it here. That's it. Right here.
She's moving too fast. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all.
That's okay.
Right here. That's it. Good girl. Good job.
Wow.
Really nice. That was good.
Good girl.
Okay. And another thing we teach them to do is, I don't know if you can hear that. It says
911, what's your emergency?
Okay. So this is an emergency button that can be attached to a telephone.
Wow.
And if you are in trouble, say for example, if you fall, you can teach them how to actually push this button and call 911. So we'll see if she can help demonstrate that. Okay. Are you ready? Okay. Right here. Sit. Okay. Let's see it. Help. Good girl.
Oh, that's amazing.
Okay, so she just pushed the button. And now emergency is on the way.
That is wow.
So if we drop anything from a credit card to keys to whatever it is, if the veteran needs to have that picked up, then we could teach them how to retrieve that. So we'll demonstrate.
Amazing.
We're going to have to move a little bit over here first. And okay, are you ready? Okay, so I'm going to drop a credit card and see if she can help us to retrieve that. Okay, Brittany. Drop it. Get it? Okay, bring it here. Okay, up. Okay, so she put it up there and she dropped it on the counter.
You might need to do that one more time.
Okay. Okay, I'm not sure. Was that okay, or should we repeat that?
That was good.
Was that okay?
That was
Were
good.
you able to see that?
I saw it a little bit. That was good, though.
Okay, let's try it one more time. Okay, Brittany, you want to try it again? Okay, get the card. That's it. Bring it here. That's it. Bring it here. Right here. Up.
Good.
Oh, good.
Girl.
Yeah. Very nice. Good girl. Okay. Oh, hey, Brittany, right here. Brittany, right here. How about the keys? Can you get my keys? Get my keys. Good girl. That's it. Okay, bring it here. Up. Yes, yes. Good girl.
Amazing.
Nice.
I think my dog would have just looked at him.
Okay, so Brittany, sit. Right here. Sit. Good. You stay. Okay. So I'm going to go back and get the emergency button. And we actually use this button also to teach our pups how to push the handicap button on doors and also elevators to make doors open.
Oh.
The elevator door.
Elevators too?
Yes. So we
Amazing.
use this for practice. And then we take them out to the public, to a mall or somewhere or someplace that has an emergency button or elevator, and teach to transition them onto those things. So we'll teach them.
Wow.
Right here, push. Good
what's your
Wow.
Very nice.
Wow.
Okay, so that's how we can teach that. And now we're going to transition back over into the living room, and we're going to teach how we can help our dogs put a barrier between us and the public and anyone else.
Okay.
Right here. Let's go. Okay. Ready? Brittany, here. Right here. Okay. Down. Okay, so she's positioned in the down position right now. Girl.
Good.
If we need her on the other side. Here. Good. Down. Very nice.
Wow.
Girl. So anyone coming this way, there's a barrier.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ready? Very nice. So then we have a barrier this way also. And a lot of the veterans you can position in different ways. So she could be a barrier this way or this way. But of course, if she's vertical this way, it puts most distance between anyone approaching and the animal. Ready?
Okay.
That's it. Come on.
Wonderful.
Okay. Brittany's down. Good job. Okay. Good girl. Okay. Good girl. Brittany,
So
come here.
smart.
Good. And then I guess one of the final things we like to demonstrate is a retrieval of a phone. So a lot of times the phone may ring and you might need someone to get the phone for you. So what I like to do is if you can call my number, I can give that to you.
Okay.
Do you have a phone?
I do.
Okay.
Okay. Wait a minute. Let me get my passcode here.
And I'll go get the phone and hide it somewhere.
Okay. Hi, Brittany. Hi, Boo. Hi, Brittany. Hi. Good girl. Good girl, Brittany.
Okay. So Brittany, here. Come here.
So I know the area
Right.
code. I already know the area code. So what's the rest?
It's okay, 452
Mm-hmm.
8745. So we'll see if she can find it and retrieve it for me. Phone! Where's the phone? Oh, good girl. Can you bring it?
Wow. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. Good girl. Very nice.
Good girl.
Very
Amazing.
nice. So these are just a few of the things that we can teach our dogs to do to help veterans who are suffering. And
Now
we love-
somebody is crying.
Yes, that is Airborne. Airborne knows that we are downstairs training, and he's so smart. He wants to also participate. So we can actually bring Airborne out. He is a sweet baby. He's actually up for adoption for a veteran who might be in need. And so we'll go ahead and bring Airborne out now. Is that
Sure.
okay? Okay. Okay. We'll go get Airborne. Go get Airborne.
So I've already heard about Airborne. So Airborne has not been trained yet. So we're going to see raw puppy.
I'll be right back.
Be right back. Just had to go inside.
Really, really appreciate your patience and your camera work.
I'm trying. I know it gets a little shaky sometimes.
That's okay. That's okay.
Okay, so we're gonna put Brittany in her crate. Brittany, go to bed. Go to bed. Good job. Come on. Come on, sweetie. She's not working. Let's see if we can get something that something like that to do. Are you ready? Come on. That's it. That's it. Good girl.
So that's airborne.
Okay, yes.
Oh, what a pretty dog.
So this is airborne. Come on, airborne. Say hi. You can say hi, everybody.
Is airborne a shepherd or what?
Airborne is a husky mixed with something, maybe cattle dog. He got some spots on his ears. Airborne, can you sit? Come on, sit. Good boy. So he's learning his basic obedience commands right now. Come on. Good boy. Hey.
If airborne is part cattle dog, I suppose he runs in circles and herds people.
I haven't seen any herding actually.
Oh, okay.
Now he just runs in circles, but
Okay.
he's very active. He's a young 1-year-old, and we got him from the Animal Protection Society of Durham, and he's doing very well. He's very smart dog. Can you sit? Come on, sit. Oh, good boy. Down.
Good boy.
That's it. Oh, that's a good boy. Very nice, airborne. Good. Good. Can you stay? Stay. That's a good boy. You stay. Good job. Stay. Good. Wait. Everyone come. Very nice. Good boy.
Good boy.
Okay. So he is a very, very smart baby, and he's going to make a veteran a very nice service dog.
So how does this work? How do you connect the veterans with the dogs?
If the veteran already has a dog, then half the battle is already done because that bond has already been established. So if they already have a dog they've had for a few months or years, then we will evaluate that dog to determine whether or not we feel like we can train them to mitigate the veteran's disability, or they might make a great therapy dog or an emotional support animal. If they do not have a dog, and then we ask that the veteran take an active or actively participate in finding that dog. And so we ask you to go to different rescues and also shelters. And on those sites, they have pictures of the dogs, and then they have a bio of each dog. And if they find something that they're interested in, then they will send a link to me, and I will then call up the rescue or the shelter and try to get as much history as I can on that animal. And then that's when we go in and we visit at that point. If we feel like I passed the phone interview, we'll go in and visit.
You're doing wonderful work. And how many veterans, when you think you're going to get like really going, really up and going, how many dogs do you think can be trained every year?
We are hoping that we'll be able to train at least 20 each year. And that is going to be a little while before we get to that point. Right now, we have we have 21 animals in our program right now, or veteran pup teams right now. We have 21 teams in our program, and we have 26 veterans on our waiting list. So at this point, we are trying to desperately seek funding so that we can take the veterans off the waiting list and get them into training. So we're looking to be able to hire administrative staff and to also hire trainers. And we're trying to build a facility. We would love to build a facility. That's our ultimate goal, is to build a facility and actually hire veterans to work in the facility, to be trainers and to do all the administrative work, and to everything, really. I want it to be a veteran-run organization. Okay. So that's our ultimate goal, and that's what we're praying that will be our future. And then we want to expand beyond North Carolina. We want to expand to wherever there's a need for a veteran, for a service dog. There are 22 veterans every year committing suicide.
That's per day.
I can't believe I said every year.
Yeah.
Every single day. Yeah, every single day. And that number is probably higher. I think those statistics were from maybe 2014 or 15. But every single day, 22 veterans commit suicide. And if you look at one of our documentary on our website, our Facebook page, you'll see a veteran and his pup. And his life was saved by having his pup. And this is happening all over the country. You can see testimony. There are veterans that are in Congress, congressional sessions that are asking Congress to please support veterans who have psychiatric service dogs. For right now, the VA does not support, or financially help veterans to pay for their animals if they're a psychiatric service dog. They will allow for funding for disabilities such as CNI dogs or physical disabilities, but not psychiatric. But a lot of the veterans that have already come home for many years, and those that are coming home now are not only suffering from physical disabilities and vision impairment, but a lot of them are also suffering from emotional disabilities, including post-traumatic stress disorder. And then there's traumatic brain injury, which have a lot of the same signs and symptoms of post-traumatic stress. So
your voice is breaking up a little bit.
Really hoping that
your voice is breaking up a little bit. Can you get closer to your router?
We're really hoping that the VA policies will change.
Can you get closer to your router? Because you're breaking up just a bit.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah.
Is that a little better? Okay, good. So we're hoping that the VA policies will eventually be changed or pretty soon in the future, such that veterans who are suffering from psychological disorders will be supported as far as having financial funds to take care of emotional support. I mean, not emotional support, but psychiatric service dogs.
Okay. So it's very, very important that people support you in this fundraiser. And let me give the information again. It's the second annual basketball and wheelchair rugby showcase. It's going to be this Saturday, May 21st, 2016, from 2 to 4 p.m. Emily K. Center in Durham, North Carolina at 904 West Chapel Hill Street. Tickets are only $5, $8 at the door. So $5 online, $8 at the door. So for the tickets, it's VETS2, is T-O, VETS2Vets fundraiser .eventbrite. And that's BRITE. So VETS2Vets fundraiser .eventbrite.com. And for the website, it's vets2vets.org. Is that vets2vetsunited.org, right?
Yes,
Okay.
that is correct. And I have to really just thank for this event our sponsors, which is Parkmont Lending, Road Inc., and then we also have Family Fair, who have supported us financially to fund this event. And I can't go without thanking all of our sponsors who have helped us in the past, in the present, all the volunteers, our board members, and all of the businesses and individual donors who have supported us in the past. Combined Federal Campaign has been an awesome, wonderful way or avenue for us to survive, actually. So we want to just thank everyone. And I'm probably leaving out a few, but please just know that how much we appreciate what you're doing for us and to help our charity survive and to help veterans and their
Wonderful.
pups.
Thank you so much, Dr. Terry Morris and Karissa Morris. Thank you so much. Thank you for your wonderful
Thank you so much
work and for the work that you're doing with veterans. So important and so wonderful.
Thank you very much for having
Absolutely.
us, Patricia.
Well, you have a beautiful day or a beautiful evening.
Okay.
This will be up on Facebook. I'll send you the link after I receive it from Blab, and then I'll edit it a little bit and then put it up, and I'll send you the link.
Okay, thank you.
Sounds good.
All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. So if you'd like to be on TV Skywriter, you just let me know. Just contact me. Quickest way is on Twitter at Durham Skywriter. So I'm Patricia A. Murray, your host. I do the Durham Skywriter, was Durham, North Carolina's online community paper, and also, of course, TV Skywriter. So you have a beautiful day. And Danielle Booth, thank you for your kind words.
Pat?
Uh-huh.
Hey, Pat, can I just actually say one more thing? Okay, I wanted to just mention that we do have these t-shirts, our new t-shirts that have come out that are going to be available online. And they have a picture of our signature pup here. And then on the back, they have our logo. And so we have actually NC State Companion Animal Club actually started this campaign for us, but the campaign is over. So we're going to start another campaign so people can still purchase the t-shirts online. A lot of people are saying, I didn't get a shirt. I need a shirt. So we're going to start up another campaign to have these t-shirts purchased online. So
I'll put the link in the description of the show. Thank you.
Okay.
Have a beautiful day, you all. Thank you so much.
You too. Thank you.
Now, so be sure to read the Durham Skywriter at durhamskywriter.com. And of course, Patricia A. Murray YouTube channel. That's where all my shows end up. It also airs on the People's Channel in Durham and Chapel Hill with that. Good evening, all, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you.